Regardless, though, even in northern Arkansas, your criteria is a little bit different to reach a heat advisory. It's hot for everyone. That advisory goes through 9 p.m. on Friday, and we are looking at temperatures, actual temperatures right now, already in the mid to even a few upper 80s, 88 in Harrison and Lebanon, 87 in Salem, 86 in Monette right now, and feels like temperatures already in the low to mid 90s, 95 in Harrison, 96 in Camdenton, 95 in Mountain Home is what it feels like. Throughout the day today, we'll continue to warm up a couple more degrees, likely in the low 90s for highs this afternoon. A lot of sunshine on the way, and still by 7 o'clock in the upper 80s. Highs today for many around 91 to about 93 degrees. We're just maybe a few degrees above average, but this is pretty typical for this time of year. However, it's the humidity and the extended heat that's really of concern this week. Full sunshine right now, and it's a really nice, just hot day today. We'll talk more about some rain chances on the horizon coming up that we've been in. It's on out of here, and we have a lot of dry time to talk about throughout much of the week ahead. Now today, temperatures will continue to warm up. Our average high is about 88 degrees, so we're not too far off. We're in the low 90s, pretty normal for the end of June and as we begin July. By around 9 p.m., mid 80s. And overnight lows tonight cooling off into the mid 70s out the door tomorrow morning. Now feels like temperatures today upper 90s to low 100s, maybe up to 105 in a spot or two. But of course, every single afternoon this week is going to feel this hot basically. Heading into the day tomorrow, same story, upper 90s to 103, 105 is what it should feel like. Humidity stays high. We're muggy to steamy each afternoon throughout the week ahead. So we're just kind of getting into the thick of summer this week with heat indices, like I mentioned, upper 90s to isolated up to 105 each afternoon. And that does include Saturday and on Sunday. So throughout the holiday weekend, I'm sure many of you guys have outdoor plans this weekend. Be sure to stay hydrated and take plenty of air conditioning breaks. Now, today, winds coming in from the south, similar to yesterday, breezy at times. I think the gustiest kind of this morning, but then by the afternoon, some gusts maybe north of I-44, west of 65, about 20-25 miles an hour, a little bit less south of the interstate for the day today. Tomorrow, same story again. Some gusts in the morning, maybe around 20-25, isolated up to 30, the strongest back over in Kansas and Oklahoma. Low 90s for highs. Your temperature's really not moving too much each afternoon, but we do have a couple rain chances. We're getting into the summer pattern where we'll see maybe a few more isolated storms popping up in the afternoon. I call these popcorn showers and thunderstorms because they're just going to happen where they want to happen, but I do think maybe the better chance east of Highway 65. This is Thursday afternoon. Very isolated shower chance. Then again on Friday in the afternoon and evening hours, a few very isolated pop-ups will be possible. Saturday, I think a lot of dry time for the 4th of July holiday. In the evening, though, still maybe a few isolated showers, of course, by firework time. That's always the case. There's always a shower for someone, but it shouldn't limit shows throughout the entire evening. By Sunday, we'll see maybe our better chance for some rain this week. Sunday and Monday, a few more isolated to widely scattered showers will be possible. Now, rain total wise, it's not going to be a significant amount. I think the better chance for rain will be on Monday, but many will pick up a quarter of an inch or less throughout the week ahead. A few spots maybe closer to that ½ of an inch mark. Certainly nothing drought busting, and we do still have drought conditions despite the wet month that we've had. And drought conditions do hang around parts of northern Arkansas mostly. 90s to 100s. Dry and sunny all afternoon, a little breezy. Today just a little bit warmer than yesterday. By 8 o'clock still in the 80s. And then today feels like temperatures, like I said, flirting with the 100s. Same story Wednesday. Thursday, heat advisory goes through Friday, but it's still hot Saturday and Sunday. In our Missouri counties, northern Arkansas, you have a different criteria to reach a heat advisory. That's why you're not included. But regardless, it's hot for everyone. Temperatures right now already in the upper 80s to a few low 90s. 90 in Lebanon and Harrison, 88 in Monette, 87 in Warsaw. Feeling like 102 in Salem, 97 already in Mountain Home, 94 in Rogers right now. And throughout the day today, temperatures continuing to climb. Will be in the low 90s for many by around 4 o'clock. Staying sunny all afternoon. 8 p.m. today, 86 degrees, still very hot heading into the evening hours around sunset. Highs today around 91 to 93 for many. A few spots could get a little bit warmer, maybe around even 94, 95. Regardless, it's just going to feel much hotter with a lot of sunshine for the day today. Right now, looks like almost not a cloud in the sky, maybe a few popping up in northern Arkansas. But overall today, staying sunny. We will stay dry and we'll continue to stay quiet overnight tonight. We do have a couple rain chances, though, on the horizon. That'll time out coming up soon. Sunny, hot afternoon. A little bit of rain off to our northwest. That's where it'll stay. None of that for us this afternoon. Right now we have basically full sunshine. Temperatures today warming up, low 90s for many, maybe even a few mid 90s for some of you this afternoon. A little bit above average for this time of year. We're still close. By around 9 o'clock, we'll be in the mid 80s. And overnight tonight, lows falling back into the mid 70s out the door tomorrow morning. Now, feels like temperatures today will continue to climb into the upper 90s to around 105 degrees this afternoon. Heat advisory continues, and we'll continue to see temperatures tomorrow back feeling like the 100s once again for many. And that trend's really just for the week ahead as muggy to steamy conditions continue daily all the way through next Monday. And so this summer weather pattern really not letting up. Your future heat indices, the upper 90s to up to 105 each afternoon all the way through Sunday. So that advisory goes until Friday 9 p.m. It could be extended into the holiday weekend. Regardless, it's going to stay hot. So if you do have any outdoor plans for the weekend for 4th of July, just make sure you're staying hydrated and taking some air conditioning breaks. Today, similar to yesterday, it's been a little breezy at times, especially in the morning. By 4 o'clock north of I-44, maybe some gusts still close to 20 miles an hour. Tomorrow, same story again. They're coming in from the south, and by the morning, we'll see some gusts around 20 to 25, isolated up to 30 miles an hour with the gustiest north of I-44 and west of Highway 65. Then by the afternoon tomorrow, they're a little bit slower. Now this southerly winds pushing in some warm, humid air throughout the week ahead. Our high's not really going to change too much. We'll stay in the low 90s each afternoon basically, and rain chances will be introduced as we head into the later half of the week. Now these are very small and these are not going to be widespread. These are going to be those typical summer afternoon pop-up showers and storms that we typically get. So the first chance begins on Thursday. A few isolated popping up and maybe a little bit better chance for some of those east of Highway 65. But really everyone has just a small chance. On Friday, I think there's another in the afternoon and evening, maybe a little bit more than what this model here shows for Friday and Saturday. It's not going to be widespread. It's not going to rain all day. This is obviously the 4th of July. By firework time, this model keeps us dry. I think there is a chance for maybe a stray shower storm for someone here in the Ozarks at firework time. That's typically what happens here each 4th of July. But regardless, it shouldn't cancel really any or many shows at least, so nothing widespread. By Sunday, though, we'll have a little bit better of a chance for a few more isolated showers and storms into the afternoon, and then again by next Monday. So Sunday and Monday, your better chances. There's still about 20 to 30% chance, but rain total wise, it's not going to be a significant amount. Most picking up a 1/4 of an inch or less if you see anything at all. An isolated spot or two that does get in on a thunderstorm could see maybe closer to 1/2 of an inch. Backing some showers and storms back over into the northeast, I should say. A big swath of storms working their way on in back from Canada right here. A large severe thunderstorm warning moving in through Watertown right now, tracking off to the south and east. And then we have a line of showers and storms stretching back from the Texas Panhandle all the way up through parts of Iowa into Wisconsin for the day today. And some of these storms could be severe. There is a severe risk, level 3 enhanced risk off to our west over in far western Kansas this afternoon. And then, of course, that severe risk back over in the northeast for the day today. Big story across the region, though, is obviously the heat. The pink you see are going to be extreme heat warnings, and that covers all of Illinois, Indiana, Ohio there, and all of us here in Missouri included in a an extreme heat warning or a heat advisory. Dangerous heat continues all the way through much of the week ahead. And on top of that, still tracking the tropics. It's a pretty low chance of development, but there is a system back over in the Atlantic where it has about a 10% chance of tropical development over the next 7 days. Across the region, a look at feels like temperatures right now, where you can see here in the Midwest all the way through the southeast, feels like temperatures in the 90s and 100s. 102 in Birmingham, Alabama. Cape Girardeau 101 is what it feels like right now. So yes, the air conditioning really going to work for the afternoon today and continuing into the evening hours. And we're really not seeing a cool night tonight. It will stay in the mid 70s, and I know many people do like it a little bit cooler than the mid 70s, so it'll likely work overnight as well. Now, over the next couple of days, feels like temperatures today, peak time into the afternoon, that kind of 2 to 5 p.m., even really 6 p.m. range, feels like temperatures flirting with the 100s. Tomorrow, same story, maybe feeling even a little bit warmer, closer to 100, 105 for some of you. And then again on Thursday, same story. The heat continues to hang around. So heat safety is going to be super important to remember for the week ahead. Slow down for summer. Dress for summer, take plenty of air conditioning breaks while drinking a lot of water, and be sure, as always, of course, to check the back seat. Never leave any children or pets in a vehicle for any amount of time, especially when temperatures are this hot. The vehicle really warms up in just a matter of a minute or two. 90s for many of you, mid 90s for some of you. Winds a little breezy at times from the southwest, sustained about 10 to 20 miles an hour. Evening temperatures still very warm. I didn't get to take my dogs on a walk last night until basically the sun was starting to go down because it was just so hot even still in the evening. We'll stay dry into the evening and overnight hours. Lows back in the mid 70s, still waking up tomorrow morning. Clear skies, winds a little bit lighter heading into the night tonight. Picking up again tomorrow morning. Temperatures not budging. To heat advisory, it goes all the way through Friday 9 p.m. That could even be extended into the holiday weekend as well. The pink you see in parts of central and southeastern Missouri, that's going to be an extreme heat warning, also going until 9 p.m. on Friday. Temperatures right now in the low 90s for many, around 90 to isolated 93 degrees for you in Lebanon, 92 in Harrison and Mountain Home. Checking out feels like temperatures, many feeling like the mid to upper 90s, a few 100s out there. 105 in Salem, 100 in Camdenton, and 103 in Mountain Home right now. Today we've had a lot of sunshine and temperatures staying warm through the evening and overnight tonight. We're still in the mid 80s at 9 p.m. today. We'll have clear skies and overnight lows staying in the mid 70s, waking up tomorrow morning. Now, tomorrow looking very similar to today. We'll stay in the low 90s for highs for your Wednesday, feeling like the 100s though at times throughout the afternoon, and still a lot of sunshine, maybe a few more clouds than what we've had today. Today's been overall really completely sunny for most, just a few clouds in our southeastern counties. And tonight clear, tomorrow more sunshine on the way for your Wednesday. We'll talk about some rain chances though on the horizon coming up soon. With a lot of sunshine on the way as well, but a couple small rain chances that'll time out for you coming afternoon. If you've had a chance to get outside and maybe get in the pool, go to the lake, cool off somehow while still enjoying the sunshine. Not too bad of an afternoon aside from just how hot it is. Evening temperatures staying very warm, mid 80s still at 9 o'clock after the sun begins to go down, and overnight lows tonight in the mid 70s, waking up tomorrow morning. Highs tomorrow very similar to today, low 90s, feeling a bit hotter. Heat indices still by 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. We still feel like the 90s, mid 90s across much of the area. So pretty sticky, and tomorrow upper 90s to 100s again is what it should feel like. Your muggy meter shows muggy to steamy conditions all the way through next Monday. No changes on the horizon there. And so that's going to keep feels like temperatures in the upper 90s to around 105 each afternoon, even past that heat advisory ending right now on Friday. So it could potentially be extended into the weekend. We'll watch it regardless. It's going to be hot for the 4th of July and for Sunday, but rain chances will be a little bit better by next Sunday and Monday, and we'll kind of talk about that. But today, similar to yesterday, in the morning we had some gusty winds. They've started to slow down a bit more this afternoon and into the evening hours. They're coming in from the south. No problems late tonight, but tomorrow morning, once again, winds from the southwest picking up, maybe some gusts around 20 to 30 miles an hour in the morning. A little bit slower heading into the afternoon tomorrow. And rain chances, like I mentioned, will begin to go up heading closer to the weekend. You notice, though, they're still very small. We aren't talking about any widespread rain, and highs not going anywhere, staying in the low 90s throughout the week ahead for many. Now, by Thursday, this is the latest model run, and it tries to add a little bit more rain. This is kind of the most aggressive model. I think if we see rain Thursday, some isolated pop-up showers in the afternoon and evening. We're kind of getting into that summer weather pattern where in the afternoons, isolated pop-up storms certainly not out of the question. Thursday, even into Friday, even into the 4th of July on Saturday, I think we'll see maybe a few more isolated pop-ups than what this model here shows. And that will continue maybe even into firework time, but nothing widespread expected. Any showers or thunderstorms during firework time would be very isolated. Almost everyone will stay dry. And then on Sunday, another chance for maybe a little bit more widely scattered rain. And we'll do it again Monday and into next Tuesday. Like I mentioned, though, I don't think we're talking about any washouts possible for the week ahead. And if you see rain right now, I think we're talking about, I'd say, 1/4 of an inch or less through the next 7 days. However, some spots, if you get in on a thunderstorm or two, could potentially see maybe closer to 1/2 of an inch or isolated higher. Once again, that's not going to be widespread, though, for us throughout the week ahead. So this very active wet pattern that we've had is gone. Canadian Rockies has triggered a local state of emergency in parts of Alberta's Kananaskis country. Rivers washing out sections of road, unable to leave this area. Emergency crews have been dispatched to help evacuate if it's safe. And meanwhile, the nearby town of Canmore, an evacuation alert was in effect for some residents as fast rising creeks threaten homes and infrastructure. The area was hit with more than 5 inches of rain in some locations, and residents are being told to stay away from rivers and creeks as conditions remain across the region right now. Numerous 100-degree heat indices. We have 107 is what it feels like in Cape Girardeau, 104 in Birmingham, Alabama, 102 in St. Louis, and 102 in Little Rock right now is what it feels like. As we head through the rest of your evening, air conditioning still going to be working. Overnight lows tonight in the mid-70s. So really, if you like it a bit cooler overnight, maybe back in the 60s in your house, that's still going to be working pretty hard overnight tonight and into early tomorrow morning. So today feels like temperatures have been flirting with the 100s. Let's do it again tomorrow. Another day where as we head into the afternoon hours, really around that 2 to 6 p.m. time frame, we're talking about feels like temperatures flirting with the 100s. And then again on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and potentially into Sunday as well. So as we enter into this kind of heat wave that we have, just remember, it's time to slow down for summer. We haven't really had this long stretch of warm weather since last summer, so be sure to dress for summer, take plenty of air conditioning breaks inside, drink lots of water. As always, please check the back before you go into the grocery store, before you run. Never leave any children or pets in your car for any amount of time, even if it's just a minute or two. The temperatures in the car really warm up quickly as temperatures continue to climb into the night. Cooling off, and I'm hesitant to say even cooling off. We're still in the mid-80s at 9 o'clock. Clear skies for the night tonight, and we'll drop back into the mid-70s waking up tomorrow morning. Winds are lighter this evening and overnight tonight as well. And tomorrow, just another hot day, looking very similar to today. Low 90s again. Still around to a little bit of Salem. 106 in Poplar Bluff, 102 in Branson, and 99 is what it feels like in Mountain Home right now. Through the evening, we'll be back in the low 80s by 10 o'clock. That's very warm, and we'll continue to gradually drop back into the mid-70s tomorrow morning, above average for this time of year. So we're really not seeing a lot of relief with our overnight lows. Highs tomorrow, very similar to today, 90 to 92 degrees for many, and a lot of sunshine today. We'll stay quiet heading into the evening and clear overnight tonight. Tomorrow, more sunshine as well, but we do have a couple small rain chances on the way heading into the later half of the week. That'll time out coming up. Afternoon, really not a cloud in the sky for many. There's been a little bit of rain back off to our northwest over in parts of Kansas. No rain for us, though. Heading into the evening, temperatures staying warm. 9 o'clock temperatures still in the mid-80s, with overnight lows tonight in the mid-70s. Waking up tomorrow morning, this is above average, and this really is a warmer start to the day, so we're not seeing cooler overnight lows. Warmer nights throughout the week, hot afternoons, hence the extended heat advisory for the week ahead. By 4 o'clock, we'll be in the low 90s tomorrow, very similar to what we had today. What feels like temperatures this evening at 8 o'clock, still in the 90s at 8 p.m. as the sun is setting. Tomorrow afternoon, upper 90s to low 100s by 4. Some spots maybe back over towards southeastern Missouri, closer to that 107 potentially, like what they saw today. And muggy, steamy weather continues through the rest of your extended forecast. We stay in this summer-like pattern for quite some time, with temperatures really around to maybe a little bit above average, but with the humidity, it's just making it feel much hotter. So it feels like temperatures upper 90s to around 105 each day this week. Saturday, Sunday, spots still feeling like the 100s, but we have a couple rain chances on the way heading into the weekend and at the start of next week that may cool you off briefly. Winds this evening is slowing down. It has been a little gusty for our mornings this week. Same story tomorrow. Winds coming in from the southwest in the morning. Some gusts 20 to 30 miles an hour will be possible. And then starting to slow down a little bit more tomorrow afternoon. I'd say sustained about 10 to 20. This has helped pushing in some warm, humid air. Temperatures, though, not really moving too much. We'll stay in the low 90s for much of the week. And you notice rain chances going up. Now, these are going to be the more summer-like pop-up showers and thunderstorms for many. Maybe a little bit better of a chance heading into Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday of next week, but no day will be a complete washout. I think this model's a little aggressive with the coverage on Thursday. I'd say it's going to be pretty isolated pop-ups Thursday afternoon and evening, and then on Friday, another chance for a few pop-ups in the afternoon and evening. Again on the 4th of July on Saturday, a little bit more than what it shows right here, and that continues into the evening hours, maybe even around firework time. There is a small chance for a few isolated showers during firework time, but that would not be widespread. Most firework shows will go off without any problems, and then by Sunday, a little bit better chance for a few more widely scattered showers and thunderstorms during the day and into the evening hours. Rain total wise, though, it's really not.
U.S. Census workers will go to great lengths to make sure everyone is counted. That includes even using dog sleds, snowmobiles, and bush planes. Which one do you think? And I don't know the answer to this one.
Well, I think I've gotten every question wrong, so I'm going to go with the fun answer today, and I'm going to say dog sleds.
It seems like a good one. Survey says, oh, it's A, B, and C. They tricked us.
Rude.
Yes. Dog sleds, snowmobiles, and bush planes were used in January 2020 in rural parts of Alaska. So we're going to give you the win on this one.
Yeah.
You didn't guess all three, but you guessed a correct answer.
Yeah.
You win.
Thank you very much.
The impact your vote could have on Missouri state parks, we're going to talk about it next. It's coming up on July, running out of June, and it's hot outside.
It's feeling like it.
About what you expect, yeah.
Yeah, mid-70s for overnight.
Could kick that humidity out of here.
That would be nice.
Wouldn't it? It'd be great.
We can dream.
All right. Yeah, we can dream. Thanks for watching.